So you mentioned George Brett. It's his 70th birthday today. George Brett, Royals legend.
That's right. Also legend of the Pine Tar incident.
Pine Tar incident. Very famous video. Learn reminded us this morning of the time that George Brett forgot he was all mic'd up and admitted to pooping his pants.
All right.
Here's George Brett.
Right side. Back to the right, gentlemen. Both hands. Right side. To the left side.
My pants last night. I did. Went out and had a great meal, just a great meal. I had to go to the bathroom so bad in the car. I'm going, travel, hurry up, man. I had my pants. I'm good twice a year for that.
Twice a year he does that.
Say what?
Twice a year he
That's
poops his
the
pants.
revelation. And
More now that he's 70.
It makes me like him so much more when you hear it. Start that audio again. Just imagine like this is how the conversation starts. A guy is just comfortable enough to be like.
So by the way, if you watch the video, they're like it must be spring training. Like they're all stretching.
Right. They're just hanging out.
They're just hanging out.
So he's just filling space, just shooting the breeze.
Right.
Right side. Back to the right, gentlemen. Both hands. Right side. To the left side.
My pants last night. I did. Went out and had a great meal, just a great meal. I had to go to the bathroom so bad in the car. I'm going, travel, hurry up, man. I had my pants. I'm good twice a year for that.
Twice a year, yeah.
It's such a dude conversation. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
dude.
man, I just farted. Oh, man, crap myself. I'm good for two times a year at least. What?
Crap my pants.
When was the last time you pooped your pants?
Oh man.
I love this conversation.
I don't truly remember. I mean, I wish I had a story because I'm the guy that would share it.
I had the flu, like, this is 15, 16 years ago. I was at my in-laws' house.
Sure.
Mistakes happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pooped my pants.
I've
not much, but
I've been-
enough to throw my underwear out.
I've been in bands with multiple people who have done it on stage,
Oh, dude, it's my one fear.
but I have
It
yet
is
to
my
do it.
one fear.
Yeah. I did it once in my adult life, and it was whenever I was roommates with Mark Roth, and I was trying to be impressive, and I wasn't feeling great. And I just woke up, and he was in there watching TV, so I decided, I was like, I'll rip a big one. This will be hilarious. And
Oh, my God.
a little bit more came out. It's like, well,
boy.
that's time.
Enjoy
I'm
your
get out of
breakfast,
here.
I'm good for about twice a year.
Yeah.
I have not ever, I've never done it, I swear. And
As an
I
adult?
know it's coming. We used to work with somebody, I won't mention a name, and they pooed themselves at Point Fest. And it has been a deep, dark fear of mine ever since hearing that story.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Rafe, last time you poop your pants?
I'm trying to decide if I believe her right now.
That I haven't pooed myself?
Ever?
I know it's, my days are
Yeah,
numbered. I
wow.
know it's coming. I know.
Well, I've been picking up the slack. Because, yeah, of course, the older I get, the less you can trust it. I can't tell you how many times.
Twice a year?
Oh, yeah. I'm not talking a full-on put me in the home situation, but there's time. Dude, you get caught in traffic. I like to go at home when I can. And sometimes you roll the dice and you come up snake eyes. You know what I mean? Sometimes that traffic in 64 turns a 20-minute drive into an hour drive. And you've already started unlocking things in your mind. Once stuff starts coming unlocked, dude,
Yep.
you don't lock it back up.
See.
It's coming. And the older you get,
There's been a couple close calls coming into work in the morning where, my stomach's bubbling.
Right.
And, like, I couldn't get here quick enough.
I had to go to therapy because I have this deep anxiety about, and I'm sure there's people sitting in traffic right now. When I am sitting in bumper to bumper traffic, like, remember that snowstorm that happened on 44 where people were stranded on 44 for like 8 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. That news footage of that storm and those people out there stranded scarred me for life. And now I have this fear that I'm going to be stuck in traffic and I'm going to have to go and I'm going to crap myself. And
No. See, that's the scenario where you get out of the car.
No.
Yeah.
And yes, you're right. And so I have my therapist and I, we went through this whole plan. She's like, hey, everybody craps. And if you have to get out of your car and book it into the woods and go do your thing out there, she like normalized it for me, which was really like helped me out a lot.
Because I'm sure people did that during that scenario.
Absolutely. But I was like, when you're a public person and you're like, the last thing I want is to be in a public scenario and like somebody's like, hey, I've been listening to the Lord for years, blah blah blah. What's she doing? Oh my God! Like she's running into the woods. I just finally had to get through my mind on it. So if anybody ever catches me doing it, I'm okay with it.
Okay,
I've had
good
my
to know.
peace.
The deucing
It's like your thing now.
I did that on I-24.
The deucing is
I
absurd.
had to tell a Winnebago behind me, a whole family, and I'm like, not abandoning my car. I just got to take a dump. And I went out into the woods, and there was a wreck, and we were trapped. And I'm like, I was trying to drive back from Huntsville, Alabama after a show at like 11 o'clock at night on a Saturday, and I was like, it's happening, dude.
Ain't no stopping it.
And they were cool. They gave me some toilet paper out of
Oh,
them.
that's
How
nice.
sweet are they?
Nice.
But then I was like, you could have just let me go in your Winnebago.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah. There's a limit. There's
no,
a limit.
no
to
grinder.
kindness.
No grinder.
There's a limit to kindness.
The deucer is like that's the I've done it once in number one in the car while driving. I told that story, and I was like hungover from the night before or something. Like, so I was up early watching a soccer game in my favorite soccer pub. It was like 6 a.m. and I just was slamming water, excessive amounts of water, and then I got caught in traffic on the way home, and I was like, oh my gosh. What do I do here? And I had a whole bunch of soccer scarves, so I like stuffed them underneath me.
Oh.
But a deuce.
Just go, man.
But like a number two, like I can't imagine.
Oh, I mean, there's been.
Can't imagine.
Oh man,
I would stop the car, get out.
Yeah.
Right?
My problem, I got so close. I was on Grand, got caught in traffic. Things started to unlock. Things got bad. Got home, locked it up. I'm giving like Mick from Rocky level pep talks in my head. Like, lock it up, Rock. Come on, you're a bum. Lock up your bum, Rock. And I got home, but then I had a second floor walk up, dude, and I was like, the steps might as well have been Mount Everest. Because I'm locked, I'm out of the car, and I'm like, all right, home stretch, and every step, dude, I could just hear. Like, there was just like montage music playing, and it was just, man, it felt like every step was like my leg weighed 1,000 pounds going up these steps.
Somebody said, why don't you just hot bag it? Well, not everybody's got a bag with them in the car.
Right. Well, now everybody will.
I got to like almost the top step, dude, and then it just like I pushed up.
That's it. Push the
Right
way.
leg, and it was just like game over, dude. So close too. It's so when you get to the finish line like that,
You can't get
so
your pants
much more
off.
demoralizing.
You can't get your pants off quick enough, too.
No.